Drop deep, drop deep. Check. Kill. Go down.
Here's Carson. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, they're scared.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Go.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
58 to Mike. What we got? Check 52. Hey, 0.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the twist. Slam. Mike's 43.
They run it with Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Mike, coming this way. Here we go. Look left. Done. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's get the ball. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to the Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Check in. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 28. Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On first down, Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Zoom. Hey, watch it. Where'd he go? 54. Ready.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Undercut.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Penny. Nice footwork at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
No.
On first down, Wilson rolling to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. On second down, here's Penny. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Wilson now from the gun on third down. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His second touchdown on the season. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Penny.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Wilson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
12.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Go. Check Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. All right, right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Mixon. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And out of bounds right around the 20. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Shoot. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. What? Go. 28. Mike, 28. Hey, watch the slant. Showing it. Hey. 6, 4, swing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here of the second quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 54. I got you. 25. Check 25. Check 10. Say.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Kill.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. L.J. Collier able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in second and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they finally? And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin first and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Left pass. 14. He's checking quick. 14.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. This one caught by Davis. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Stay with your man. Patrick. Slam.
Play action. Now it's Murray. They will find Davis. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's got it. Seals Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
4 down, check, 4 down. Switch.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
54.
Here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. A 3rd down gain of 19. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that. On 3rd down, Mixon.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Hicks in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did